Recently, riots have been happening in LA over disagreements with ICE, and streamer Hasan Piker, who lives in the city, decided to go out and join the protests while live streaming. This caused some moments to go viral, such as Hasan getting flashbanged mid-stream, but it also caused drama, rifts, and disagreements. Like with Asmongold going live saying that anyone who broke the law, like walking on the highway or taking it over, should be arrested, which is something Hasan did, which of course caused Hasan to respond back. XQC also got thrown in the mix, saying that Hasan wouldn't really like it too much if it was his Porsche getting ignited instead of Waymo's. Welcome to the internet versus Hasan at the LA riots. It starts when Dexerto Knox tweets out, Twitch streamer Hasan Piker gets stunned by a flashbang shot by LAPD at an anti-ICE protest, attaching this clip.
I think they're gonna push in from this side of the road. Oh fuck. That fucked my hair up. Anyway, there. That was. Oh Jesus Christ! They're fucking. Wait, hold on. Oh, they were starting to walk. Yep.
The Quartering quote tweets this post by saying, "My favorite part is he was mostly concerned about his hair. I thought Twitch had policies about streaming crimes. I guess not." Nyaro quote tweets the clip by saying, "Stupid sexy Hasan doing actual journalism while the right sits at home and wants him to get shot for walking around. Absolutely insane what the police is doing to people who are exercising their rights." Will Jinkies quote tweets the clip by saying, "It is impossible to overstate the importance of this moment and what it means to have real-time coverage of protests like this. The LAPD just showed to an audience of 30K live on Twitch, a near impossible number to ever hit, that they are intentionally trying to hurt protesters." Resort Few also posts this clip on the r/LivestreamFail subreddit, and by LA replies, "Not even rushing B after the flashbang. Fake socialist." Trippin' LSD says, "Have to smoke off plat and throw a molly at boxes to rush the pop flash, shaking my head." OK Fong replies, "Not a real flashbang. Everyone knows a real one would make the screen white for a few seconds." And Flatout replies, "I feel really fucking stupid that I was expecting that to happen." Erwin replies, "Not a fan of Hasan, but respect for actually going out there instead of hiding at home given his rhetoric." And Yemi says, "He goes out all the time. People just talk shit because that's all they can do. I don't even agree with the guy always, but at least he shows up." Quake and Oats replies to the clip by saying, "Wow, his head is tiny in this clip, like shockingly small in proportion to his body. Is there some sort of lens distortion going on here?" Lopsided Tomorrow replies, "Why did I have to scroll past tens of comments saying this comment section is full of people insulting Hasan just to find a couple insults of Hasan downvoted to oblivion at the end?" And Spooked says, "Because Hasan and his fans have a persecution complex." Over on H3H3 Productions, Ignig Noct posts this screenshot with the caption, "Hasan, Kamala would be just as bad as Trump, Piker," attaching this image of the recent protests in a tweet from Hasan in November 2019, saying, "It's quite remarkable how bad Kamala Harris is." Rarglar replies, "I still do not believe he voted for Kamala." And Oh Yeah says, "Why would he? Trump has made him tons of money." Nosrat says, "Glad I'm not the only one pointing out this pathetic hypocrisy by Hasan and his cult. Bro is trying to get clout for protesting against an administration that he helped to win the election." And OP says, "Yeah, it's pretty fucking disappointing watching people trying to give him credit for protesting a problem people like him helped create in the first place." And King Garbear says, "Get out in the streets then." Brain Dead Goat says, "Meh, I don't think this is a bad thing to say in 2019. She was not a popular choice in the 2020 primaries. She was not well liked among the broader Democratic Party in 2019. He's a moron, but this is somewhat of a nothing statement. At least pull a tweet from the 2024 election cycle." Benjamin quote tweets an old JPEG Mafia tweet from March saying, "Hasan Piker is not getting shot with you," attaching two images of Hasan at the protest saying lol, Lamau. And Bud replies, "JPEG Mafia not getting shot with anyone." Dom tweets out this picture of Hasan soy facing saying, "This is my news guy, dog." And Magaman Lance replies, "Weird way to out yourself as a retard." Vorlo tweets out, "Protested side by side with Hasan Piker today. Bro was farting." Vorlo then replies with this clip of Hasan reacting to the tweet.
Vorlo, you fucking piece of shit. Bro said it side by side with Hasan Piker today. Bro was farting. You fucking asshole. That's funny.
Denims also tweets out a picture of herself and Hasan with the caption, "Was at the protest. Can verify Vorlo's claims. Bro was in fact farting." After Hasan went home, he then posted these 4 images with the caption, "My goal with the UCLA student encampments was to show you how different the reality on the ground was from the way the media was framing it. The LA protests are the same. It feels chaotic from afar, but the protesters are your neighbors. The threat is the police." Savannah Hernandez replies, "What's the smoke in the background of your photo from?" And Hasan says, "Tear gas, you fucking moron. The tear gas that cops deployed." And Black Dumpling says, "So cops just shooting off tear gas for shits and giggles, huh?" And Demo says, "Yes, idiot." And Open Up replies, "Lamau, yeah, that's what's happening." Yeet tweets out this clip of Hasan at the rally with the caption, "Hasan couldn't keep Asmongold off his mind yesterday at the LA protests."
Hopefully one day we'll see the largest political commentator Asmongold out here in the streets, you know, for protesting for, I don't know, making anime titties larger or some shit. Oh yeah, I got the camera. A cause that I'm also on board with, by the way. Can't get the fucking dumbass take that Asmongold had out of my mind. It was the stupidest fucking thing I've ever heard. Being like, oh, if you ever see protests where there's other countries' flags being waved, you know you're in America. It's like, yeah, dumbass, a diverse country. You know? Also, not much to feel proud about right here. Yeah. Considering this endless police militarization as a reaction to people protesting.
Azihara replies, "Bro, he's just like Luffy, protesting and shit." Clumsy says, "He went to the safest part of the riots and got some ice cream afterwards. This dude is just LARPing for brownie points from his community at this point." Asmongold hears about this and responds when he tweets out the clip with the caption, "Asmongold accepts Hasan's offer to attend the LA protests."
And let's see, Hasan mentioned you on the protests. Yeah, I saw a little bit about that. I mean, I'll look at, you know what? I'll look at it right now. Why not? Okay, sure. Yeah, I'll go with the National Guard to arrest everybody who's standing in the highway. Yeah, I think that sounds great. Yeah, if I could go and do that, I feel like, you know what? That sounds like a really good idea. I love that idea. This guy's smart.
Based and Biased replies, "Asmon would die if he got hit by a rock." T says, "Hasan is only virtue signaling. He doesn't care about any of this." S Walls replies, "He's so obsessed with the Roach King." Asmon continues to comment on the situation with this clip in the caption, "Asmongold thinks Twitch should punish Hasan for standing on the freeway and that it opens them up to legal liability."
It's begun. Not only is a terrorist sympathizer, now he's supporting riots, local federal police. Why is it allowed on your website? I mean, I will say that it is undeniable that Hasan getting in the highway yesterday and doing that is breaking the law. This is an undeniable reality that even people who support him, I think, would have to accept. The fact that he didn't get suspended immediately for doing this shows how blatantly biased Twitch is. Because you can have somebody in front of a live stream of thousands of people openly and flagrantly break the law in front of everybody on the top of your website. Who is a partnered streamer. This isn't a random person, right? This is a person Twitch knows who this is. And there are no consequences for doing that. Meanwhile, again, on the terms of service, and it would be one thing if the TOS didn't say this, but the TOS says that you have to observe the law and you have to not break the law whenever you're streaming. And this is the reason, for example, distracted driving and driving without a seatbelt isn't allowed. The reason why it's not allowed is not only is it unsafe, but it also is against the law. Twitch now is fully aware that there are people breaking the law on their platform, and they allow it to happen. There's no excuse, and I think this opens them up to a level of legal liability that I'm not sure that they're ready for. They want it? Well, I don't think that the Amazon wants it. I don't think so at all. They're saying he was media, so he gets away with it. Well, when you're media, no, that's not even the case. The media weren't even down there. They were recording it from a distance at a safe space. If you look at the media, they were using helicopters. There were people that were using, like, just because you're the media doesn't mean you get to ignore the law.
Ron Mexico replies, "He broke TOS. That's clear. The same as if someone were filming in the Capitol on J6. Twitch should enforce the rules." trolls. Asa replies, this is how you know Asmon is an uneducated moron. Twitch is not open to liability because one of their streamers streamed a protest or did something illegal. Asmon just grifting for his right-wing masters as always. Mario Master says, can't wait for another Sunday 24-hour ban. Disinformation Tracker tweets out, not long ago, Asmongold laughed at people being kidnapped and shipped to prisons in El Salvador without a trial. He wanted to dress like a Pokemon catcher and join the fun. Now that people are fighting back, Asmongold's on the verge of tears. What's the matter? Not fun anymore? Attaching these two clips. This is the first one.
They're doing this thing with like these deportations where they bring in like celebrities to deport people, and it made me wonder, what is the probability that Tom Homan would let me go with him dressed up as Ash Ketchum with watching them do deportations? Like, I feel like it's probably at least 5% chance, right? Like, I think we're at a 5 to 10% chance that this could happen. Yeah, exactly. That'd be really good content. It would be.
And then Disinformation Tracker attaches this second clip.
I can tell you the vast majority of people here just want to be part of the movement. They want to be part of the resistance. That doesn't necessarily mean they want to be part of assaulting officers, of vandalism, of burning cars.
Yeah, but they enable
like
the people that do.
But being part of it oftentimes means you get awfully close to it. And I think that's what's happening with some folks here, that you might not want to be part of that car fire. But guess what? When you drive by on your motorcycle and do some burnouts around it,
this isn't a resistance.
Well.
This is a democratic election that you lost.
Kind of a show of force, a show of resistance, and it's still going strong.
Dark Messiah replies, what are you, retarded? He's just at home drinking Dr. Pepper, having $2 steaks and watching VODs. You overestimate how much he cares. He still lives rent-free in all your heads though. Alfonso replies, crying for the AI cars is more woke than I could ever be. Hasan himself then quote tweets this post by saying, these people care more about Waymos than they do about human beings kidnapped and sent to CECOT. People that have contributed more to this nation in one workday than they ever will their entire lives. Weirleg replies, Asmongold is insanely based, it seems. Dibbltiki says, you kinda lose the argument when you start torching cars and destroying the city, man. I don't know. Hasana B Productions tweets out, Asmongold, Hasan is a fake revolutionary. He's not on the street putting his life on the line. Chat, he was literally protesting in the streets. Asmon, well, he should be arrested then. This MF just sits at home all day bootlicking the Trump administration. Attaching this clip.
You see Hasan? No, I don't see Hasan. I heard he was out there. I don't know. I think that I saw an image of it, and I think he's on like the side up the top. So he's not actually going to go down there and stand in the in this area, because if he did, he'd get in trouble. Right? Like, he has no problem LARPing as a revolutionary, but actually putting it on the line, this is going to be very different, which, to be fair, he was. Well, if he was actually doing that, he should get in trouble. Like, I mean, for sure. He was, though? Yeah, I don't know. I'd have to go and double check. He already did? Oh, I'd have to double see and see it. Yeah, I mean, in my opinion, I think all these people should just get arrested. That's really how I see it. Yeah, I mean, I don't see how like, there's no other solution to it other than that. Aren't they impeding a highway? They are. They're impeding a highway.
Imposter replies, Asmongold is a spineless coward who lives in filth. Blitz says, y'all just mad Asmon is the top political streamer. Chris tweets out, XQC and the community have become too fascistic for my liking. I guess having genocide-loving losers like Destiny and Asmon as your moral compasses turns you into a fascist little bitch as well, lol. Fuck XQC. And XQC himself replies, bro saw burning cars and got mad I wasn't celebrating. And Chris says, coward forgot he was advocating for mowing down the protesters and mass arresting everyone near the protests. Doesn't matter if they're protesting or not, they shouldn't be there. Crazy says, bro is 16 years old, thinks he has a clue how the world works. XQC continues to comment on it when he tweets out this clip with the caption, XQC thinks Hasan would feel differently if he were the one experiencing massive property damage. Attaching this clip.
It's not like a terrifying situation at all. Seeing it on television obviously feels a lot different than just like being right here. When you're right here, you realize
yo, in the bottom of my heart, I'm telling you, he doesn't believe in what he's saying. I'm sorry. I refuse to. If he is, I don't know what to say. I feel bad. This is just, it's just sad, really. I don't know. What do you think he would post on Twitter? What do you think he would say on stream if he came back to his Porsche on fire? Let's say he came to this in his car and it was on fire, right? And we're interviewing him. Hey man, how do you feel about that? Not terrifying, guys. I mean, at the end of the day, it's peaceful. If people are being chill, it's the bottom line. It's the profit margins, guys. Livelihood. It's whatever, guys. It's part of it. Nah, no shot. absolutely zero,
Contract, right?
zero shot. Because it's somebody else. We don't give a fuck. It's not me. I don't care. I don't care. Like, fuck off. What a brain dead shit mentality, dude. Even if it's a company, it doesn't matter if it's not your car. It is somebody's car. That's all that matters. You see a wallet on the ground, it's not yours. Why does it feel good to give it back to them? Because it's somebody's wallet. It feels good to give it to them. If you feel like that about it, then throw it in the garbage then. Then throw it in the fucking bin then. But people don't do that. So why do we lose all of our sense of empathy when it's somebody else's shit?
Yeats continues their thread with this clip in the caption. Hasan responds and claims it would be fine if it were his Porsche on fire because he has insurance.
Even if someone were to burn my fucking leased car, like I still have insurance. If the alternative is like someone burns randomly my leased car, but in the process that person doesn't go out and like, I don't know, kidnap someone, then yeah, that's a far more preferable outcome. That's what I'm saying. It's not nice. It's not great. It's fucking awful. Like it's such a stupid fucking take. The worst part about this also is that he doesn't understand the point I'm making. I'm not saying that like, not only is it a false equivalence, but also I'm not saying like, this is good. This is great. I really love that they're burning Waymos. I'm not saying that at all. What I'm simply saying is the reason why people care about property damage is because it hurts people, right? Like that's the reason why you're supposed to care about property damage, because somewhere along the way, there is a person, a human being whose livelihood might be potentially harmed by this, right? And that person didn't deserve it, right? Like a storefront owner, a small business owner that has their fucking storefront smashed and has their inventory stolen, right? Like that person didn't deserve it. I'm not saying that they deserve it, but the reason why you care about that is because that's an innocent person whose livelihood was harmed. And if you care about the livelihood of innocent people to that degree, then you should absolutely care about the much more consequential, unjustifiable actions by fucking ICE, the federal government. Because what do you think happens to poor people that are simply trying to work, that are collaborating and cooperating with the immigration enforcement authorities, and for the false belief, the naivete that they have that this system is supposed to be lawful, they get treated like numbers on a board in order to prove a political point. They get fucking arrested.
Jessica Pizzle replies, must be nice for Hasan to say that, where he can afford insurance and to replace damaged property. Hasan is so out of touch about the reality small business owners face during riots. Riles says, Asmon, what if Hasan suffered material loss? Hasan, I wouldn't suffer material loss in the first place. How would Hasan feel if he didn't have breakfast this morning? Shout out to our tier 3 members, internet representatives, Kiko and Southside, and thank you guys so much for the support, and I'll see you all in the next episode.